Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 12. And something a little bit different. I tried a Brazil campaign, and effectively, there's no way to get around America just guaranteeing the independence of all South American nations. So even if you play with the multiplayer option and you remove kind of a lot of the so if you click the multiplayer option, sorry, I should explain this in more detail at the start. It removes all the guarantees from the world, but you get to circa 1939 and then the US puts guarantees back on anyone anyway. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating, and I don't really want to play a Brazil that is going to get attacked by the US pretty quickly. I kind of wanted a kind of to do a South American war thing first, and then kind of think about kind of who we wanted to go with. So yeah, not very fun. The Sweden campaign kicked the bucket on me. It kind of just crashed. And unfortunately, I didn't keep backups of my saves like I've done in the past, because the game has been remarkably stable in some of its latest versions. I used to have a policy a couple of years ago where I would keep campaign backups regularly, and I just kind of stopped doing that when I delete them, and I periodically clear out my recycle bin and things, and yeah, just nothing unfortunately is in there for Sweden. So yeah, that's on me. I can only apologize for that. So I've decided to do a little bit of a Germany run through, but do a slower pace one this time. I've done a lot of kind of speed 5 campaigns and things, but I'm going to take my time on this one a little bit more. And to be honest with you, already you can probably tell from the fact that I've not just kind of immediately jumped into the game, that this will be a little bit of a slower pace campaign. What I would say is look, if you don't want the slower pace campaign, then you know I will apologize for that. But I kind of felt like, you know, with my personal circumstances and things being quite busy at the moment, I actually need to do a campaign that I can kind of relax a little bit more with and just kind of talk through. So I've got my a nice whiskey with a bit of Coke next to me right now, and yeah, let's get into it to a certain degree. And I'm actually going to walk through my decisions and things at the start here. Often I've jumped into these just kind of as they come, but just a couple of other things before we jump into it, actually. So we're going to do a Germany campaign, but we are also, I think, going to do a Japan campaign. Looking at the majors, I haven't played Japan. I think Japan's kind of the next one in the rotation. Now, I like playing Japan, but the problem I have with it is they can be a little bit... it can get a little bit frustrating with convoys and things in towards the end game. And so a lot of the war stuff with China is really quite fun. And, you know, but the actual, like, end point of invading the US can get a little bit frustrating. So I do want to I kind of want to do a Japan campaign, but I might want to do it alongside something else. And I need to think of another minor to play, to be honest. I wonder about Finland. I think they could be quite fun. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Germany campaign because I quite like playing Germany, and we got a few bits that we can do with this, and we're gonna play things a little bit differently this time. Not massively differently, but a little bit differently. Gonna take a little drinky and kick the game off. Now, I'm just gonna play on normal. Because the problem you have, right, is I don't really like the hard modifiers because I feel like they're ridiculous. Yeah, some of the stuff with this I think could do a little bit of a rework. I don't like the kind of modifier of your own nation to be impacted, so we're going to play normal, and then we get all of the different events. Okay, and then let's go through all of the different nations and things. So let's start with the Allies, and I'm just going to put them on hard because they get some, like the US and things with bonuses any more than this get a little bit ridiculous. So we'll play hard on them. The Italians I'll chuck on growth as because, trust me, they need it. The Soviets... What is it that... So, yeah, it's not very often I actually read through these. So, fuel and supplies. Fair enough. Easy. IC efficiency. So, a bonus to... So, a little bit less revolt. So, the same IC impacts between normal and hard. And then supply throughput. A little bit less on resources, but more on IC efficiency. And research efficiency. And a little bit more territorial pride. Okay. Well, we'll just go hard for the Soviets as well. Japan, they need all the help they can get. And China, just to make it interesting, we'll put China on that as well. Right, so the AI miners. Now, I'm just going to put them on, like... So the Axis I'll chuck on the highest. The Allies, I'll make them a little bit difficult as well. Let's put them on very hard for a bit of fun. And then, yeah, let's put a little bit of a hard on these ones here. Now, the one thing I have learned from playing Sweden, actually, is if you take the Baltic countries early enough, the Soviets won't get them, it seems like. So we're going to test that theory out because, yeah, we played Sweden, took these guys, and didn't have any problems. So I would be tempted to kind of do the similar thing once again. Right, so we're on to laws and things now. So we have 73 on the old law side of things, and the first thing I want to get going is I want to get mixed industry up and live. And at the same time, we've still got 41 money, which is another change in a law. Now, we'll keep totalitarian system purely for the ruling party support and the counter-espionage, because I feel like we'll need it. I don't like the IC efficiency minus 4%, so when we get into a true production kind of thing, we might want to lower ourselves down to repression, but we'll go from there. Now, I am going to go over to... Do I want to do a 1-year draft? I think we want to go over to normal conscription. And I think we want to go into a 6-month draft. I mean, then again, so if I do this, I'm losing 10% money as well. Yeah, let's go to 6 month. And I've got 10 money. Which I'm going to want to build up in a moment. And yeah, we've got some leader events and things that we want to trigger. So, we want to do our leader backstory and create the Kriegsmarine and Luftwaffe. So, the Kriegsmarine, we will reorganize, and I'm happy to do that. And I want them integrated into the Wehrmacht for the good old Luftwaffe command. Okay, and then we've got a few... Yeah, so we've got some couple of these to grab. Okay, yeah. So we want long-term investment because we're going to start with mining, I think, out of the options. And I think we're actually going to do political spying because I'm hoping all of those taken together should help our own units a little bit. We can do the Bank for International Settlements. We can send help to Abyssinia. We can get both of our trucks, so we'll sign both of those off. Okay. Send help. Bank for International. Block lift of the Rhineland. So let's do block lift of the Rhineland. So we will get the reoccupation event, which will gain us some resources. Now, yeah, and we get the reoccupation of the Rhineland event immediately afterwards as well. So we'll lose 10 in neutrality, 3 descent. We'll gain some money, some rares and some metal and some manpower. Gain a little bit of unity as well. So no harm in any of that. And we will send some troops to Abyssinia. I'm sorry, Italy. Because it's worthwhile for the events that we get. And we do want to start our mixed support brigades. And we can do leader backstory. So the Bank for International Settlements. So we're going to do industry. Okay. And then, yeah, let's get our mixed support stuff going. So for this, I think we're going to do engineers. And we'll do recon. Because it's always good to get both of those. But I think we'll do infantry tank. And anti-tank. Just because we know that we're going to be facing probably a lot of tanks. And then for motorized support, I think we want engineers, recon, light armor, and anti-tank. Yeah, more than happy with that. And now we're on to our leader backstory. So, looking at production, we are suffering a little bit from a consumer goods requirement with the way that I've set things up. It's not massive, but it is a little. So, the question is... Oh, actually, I think we do have some laws still, don't we? So, to look through. So, propaganda press. I think that's still the right thing to do, really. We've got 6-month draft. We're on full mobilization, and we don't really want to go on war economy. I kind of want us to drop down a little bit. And actually go for large education investment instead. And the benefits of doing specialist training are still worthwhile. So... yeah, that's fine. Let's have a little look at our politicians as well. So, Adolf will stay in command. As much as Beck is, to be honest with you, a little bit better in some things, I actually think, to be honest with you, that we should stick with this guy here and get the ruling party support. Hess is the best solution for head of government. The IC efficiency and the silent workhorse are really good. Which we'll see in a minute. Konstantin von Neurath. Can make the argument for Ludwig Castle here. Purely because we can offset that daily descent change. But I do like the ruling party support in the daily descent change. But although I wouldn't say any of these are particularly great. He might actually be the best of a bad bunch, to be honest. Yeah. It's sad that that's the case, but he might be, so... we will select him. Now, Werner von Blumberg as Minister of National Defense. I do not think he's the best person. I actually think Halmar Schacht here... now, the money and the manpower reduction isn't great, but the supplies, the IC efficiency is all lovely. So we're going to grab that. Now, Wilhelm Frick as Minister of the Interior is, again, not my first choice that I would go for. So, the consumer goods during peacetime plus 7.5% is horrific. The ruling party support down is also horrific. Nothing particularly good about this guy. Now, Joseph Goebbels isn't too bad, to be honest. But I would say that the crime fighter, Mr. Rudolf Dials here, with the money, the espionage, the counterintelligence, and the ruling party support is all good. Now, Wilhelm Canaris here, who is a dismal enigma, I'm not sure I think he's the best person for the job. We can either go for the political angle, or we can go for Halmar Schlacht again, and I think we'll go for Halmar Schlacht for the IC efficiency and turn that around a little bit. Wilhelm Frick is a technical specialist and offers a leadership upgrade. Probably the best bet for right now. Now, Ludwig Beck. Now, Fritz Baelin offers supply throughput and construction practical decay, so we'll go for that. Werner von Fritsch, supply consumption plus 5%. Not sure I like that. I'd much rather have Werner von Blumberg, so he's got himself back in. Erich Raeder. We will keep him in, and Goering, just for the sake of historical accuracy, we'll keep him in. So we've got some pretty, good people in place now, and I'd be very interested to see what that does to our requirements in a moment. So next up then, I want us to have a look at our technology. So we want to get any of the 36 level techs here up and running. That's a definite. Then similarly, I want to get going on some of these. And yeah, we'll get radios to the next level. Construction. Yep, happy with all of that. Okay, and then, yep, all of these seem to be worthwhile. But putting a little bit of additional emphasis on anything that we think is an important grab early on. So you'll notice I am doing some 37 level techs a little bit early and ahead of time, but we will get to that a little bit later. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and we've still got 20 to play with. So currently researching with 40. Next up, we're going to put a load into officers. So we're going to make it so that we're creating 8 officers a day. And we're going to keep everything out of diplomacy at the moment because we've got what we need for that. And let's do some trades. So who is making a lot of money at the moment? So the British are making 61 money and they're a -5, so it's not great, but it's not terrible. Let's do a couple of trades. So we will sell supplies to the United Kingdom and France. Japan kind of seems like they're lacking a little bit of materials, so let's see if we can sell anything to them. Yeah, we could sell them a little bit of metal. We do have some metal to sell, but it wouldn't be the first thing I would choose to sell. Rares wise, we start with a slightly higher amount of rares. We can use it to make a little bit of money in the short term. You only need 12. We could make 20 money off that. It's probably worthwhile, so let's do it. The Spanish Republic. Now, we don't have any pre-existing trade with them. Let's sell some supplies. And then the US, who also are in a deficit of supplies. Okay, that sounds pretty positive. We don't really have good relations with anyone. So we've got a few trades and things set up and running. Let's reorganize what we want to be a priority. So let's put all of you at the top airwise. And then take it from there. And then let's just put time on speed 4. And then, yeah, we've got a load of trades that have just been accepted. Did anything recalculate? It didn't. We'll do the leader backstory on day 2. Just want to see where all of our production and things land. Oh, didn't do the intelligence as well. There's always something. Right, so let's do our own support the National Party and do something like that for a spread for now. And then we're going to do general economy. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this one because it's the least impact on our resources. So Vickers non-cemented steel close hanger. And then I think we want to do heavy aircraft for this campaign. So we want gasoline welded. Okay, so gasoline welded heavy aircraft. Adds a little bit of time to our build time though, but feels like probably the right thing to do. And then I can see a little tiny bit of supply and things waking up. Let's put a little bit more into supply. I want to build up the supply rate in the early part, because we've got a few events and things that are going to need supply. Okay, let's go. So we do want to activate that unit and do our budget reserves. Yes, I want revolts. Okay, and then let's see where we're at. So it's only 7.10. Okay. Let's double our supply production and keep that around 40 for now. Okay, and just go ahistorical full divisions here. Now, do I want upgrade events? I think, to be honest with you, I'm going to actually say no to this for a change and just build it all myself for something a little bit different. Okay, so we've got a veteran unit. We'll lose a little bit of supply and a little bit of money, but probably worthwhile. And we'll build Krupp. So that's 2,500 metal and 2,500 supply. That's okay. Can do the same thing there and the same thing there. Give them fuel for money. Thank you, Italy. Okay, and let's have a little run through. So now, normally, the political negotiator is what I always do. And looking at these, there isn't really another one that's any good. I mean, I may be the pioneering scientist, but yeah, the daily descent change is by far and away, it feels like the best one. Now, we could do everything for IC, efficiency. But I do like leadership. So I think I will do that. We're going to be a child apprentice, and we are going to be a wealthy and independent businessman. And we're going to do the peace activist because national revolt risk -2, which is going to help us a little bit with our production of resources. And that's got rid of all of our consumer goods requirements, so that's lovely. So we needn't worry about that. So we will create them as a army group HQ. Okay, that's good. And then let's do just a little bit of organization of the army now. Just put that in there, to be honest. Okay, and then we'll attach you to the North Sea. Yeah, that's good. Attach you to the North Sea. Attach you to the North Sea. Yeah, all the way through. You know what, we'll actually, the U-boat school We'll put in the U-boat bit. Yeah, and then let's attach all of our planes in where we can in the short term. Yeah. Slow and steady. Okay. And then let's take all of our HQs. So you, and you. Give you a command level structure. And then let's get you a command level structure. And then attach you to the west. And then chuck Manstein in. Happy days. That's good. Okay. So next up then, the Gabe Brigade. Let's chuck that in where we want to. First Panzer. Give a commander. Doesn't have to be anyone good. Okay, so 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. Okay, we've got Yodel for that, that'll be fine. And then we've also got, yep, Mr. H-Man himself. Yeah, we got him attached. Okay, a couple of infantry units. More than happy with that. And then, yeah, let's get some of these garrisons and things all attached up where they need to be. I suppose, no, you didn't have any planes just loose. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, and then we want you to be joining up with, yeah, the Aussie group. Happy days. So how many have we got? 5 there. Yeah, okay. Let's attach you up. Just doing this to save on any level of supply, because we're selling some supplies at the moment, and I don't want to ruin it by not being efficient. Okay, a nice light bomber. Yeah, happy days. Right, so we're off now to organize our different commands. So 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. And then let's attach you. Oh, we don't mean to go that far. Where is it? Munster? Where's Breslau? 3rd Army. But why do you have... Ah, come on. Sometimes this game confounds Okay, so yeah, we've got you. So third army there. Third army there. Third army there, yep, lovely. Cool, and then we can attach you to Army Group South, who I think already has, yeah, von Rundstedt, nice. And then we've got a couple of veteran HQ units and my me unit. And I am just going to move you to Nulzats because we do want to get a little bit of production and things organised. Okay, and we've got a little bit extra on officers, so we're going to do a little bit more on production. We are going to do, yeah, about 33 level 1 there. And we're going to do some of the 37 level 1s there. You know, get a few things done nice and early. As well as plated armor construction. And there we go, we're up and running. Well. And yes, Turkey, we will definitely do that trade with you. Now, Brazil. This doesn't seem like a good trade for us, so I'm going to decline it for now. And, yeah, it will cost us 5,000 supplies to build this. But, and a little bit of IC, but let's do it. Let's build him his home. Okay, and we're going to be off to a good start, I think, on production. So, doing some 37 level 1s there. Everything looks like we should be doing is being done in this part of the world. But we do have a few airplane techs that we could get the leg up nice and early on. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so, and then... Yep, new commander there. Let's just give any old commander in. Okay, so everything is organised. Now, I don't need to do the crude oil one. I think we'll hold off on that. And, yeah, we are going to do this for the Scharnhorst and Gneiser now. And, yep, I will accept another veteran HQ unit. I'm going to put those guys at the top of our production queue. And then I'm going to put back on 40 here for supplies. We need a lot of supplies in the early part of the game. So we'll get about 700 a day, that's pretty good. And the hope will be that we will see our popularity also improve substantially. So scripted invasions, yes. We've got all of our different factories, rail things all going online. Yeah, thank you very much. Right, and I have my own build-up in mind, so we won't build up to the Luftwaffe. With the historical events. Okay, so no Venezuela, but thank you for the offer. Okay. Another veteran unit. There's a lot of these, apparently. Okay. And then we will commission the Hessen. And I'll just do the easy strat resource experience because I don't really care about it. It's another thing to manage and I'm not bothered. So money for crude. Not right now, Romania, but thank you for the offer. So we've already caught quite a few spies. And spies are raising I mean, I'm not sure I like the all that much, like the rise of conservativeness. Can only assume that's Britain, but hopefully our ruling party support metrics will help us a lot. Okay, we're doing a very sizable amount of our production queue, to be honest. No, I need the metal at the moment. Sorry. Okay, 500 a day is not too bad. Hopefully that'll keep ticking up. Yeah, and everyone really wants to purchase kind of like supplies and things from us. Once we get up to about 5,000 money, I'll be happy. Postpone both of those. But yeah, nearly 200 a day is pretty good going. That's positive. So when we get to about 40,000, then we'll shift the clock on that. Okay, very nice. I like it. And we're probably waiting to get up towards like 100 spies, I would say. So it should take about 3 months when that happens. We could do that trade with Italy to get a little bit more oil through the front door, but I won't for now. We're green on metal, but I would rather build up a good metal surplus because quite a lot of events require metal. Okay. It's ticking on up nicely. So we'll be in a very strong financial situation soon, which is what I want. Very positive. And we do need to do a little bit of reinforcement, which is not my favouriteest thing in the world. Let's pull out a little bit of this. And yeah, our planes are kicking along as well. And we're gaining about 12 a month, which is good. Okay, cool. So the real question is, at what point, you know, what do we want to kind of be aiming for industry and production-wise? Because I want to do the large projects. So once we've done that tech, so once we've done that in July, so July I think for both that and the monumental architecture, yeah, so June and July, we're gonna want to kick off some major production events. Okay, so we've caught 23 spies already. And our popularity is going down a little bit, which I don't like. But it is gaining a lot. Right, so 1,500. Bloody fuck me. Right, let's I know nothing too much happens if you do get it down to 0, but we'll just keep this here for a second and then give it a few days. Always aggravating when you're just doing supply building. and you get all of this going on. See, we're only using that amount. It kind of feels a little bit draconian. And is it down here by any chance? Okay, there goes specialist training active. Just don't want it to cock up any of my things I've got going elsewhere. Okay, so we'll start the railway artillery program. It's only another couple of days before this kicks up. Okay, so got some waves of infantry, and I will do that trade for energy, only because every little bit helps when it comes to money. Okay, so some different aspects to be doing. So we want to do probably police buildings, and yeah, that gains some buildings in a few different places. So yes and yes for now. Mixed recon. One more day and then we can do this. Thank you, Italy. We'll definitely do that as well. Got a little bit extra there money-wise. So, yeah, we'll do this one. We'll just reclassify it. So that's okay. We want to do tank destroyer for you, and then deploy engineers to my motorized support brigades. Yep, that's good. Okay, and yep, Bulgaria. That's the kind of trade I like. And at this point, I can probably cancel down, actually. Yeah, that rare's one that is a little bit dodgy. And save the 15 or so there and get it down to 50 a day. And I could even think about importing some rares, to be honest, now. But it's not an immediate concern or priority. Okay. Well, Brazil, how much do you like us? Nothing. Is there anyone that we're trading with at the moment that we like more that has a lot of rares, like the Netherlands, for example? -4. Nope, you are going to be the best option, Brazil. Fine. Help plug the rares gap. Now that we've gotten up to 6 grand of money, I'm pretty happy with the state of affairs. So, 1,000 energy, yeah. 1,000 metal, yes. 1,000 materials, yes. 2,500 supplies, that's okay. 200 money, okay. 10 manpower, which I think will be coming back in. So, let's put that straight to the top. Happy with that. Yeah, I can see that you're being built up. Okay, so Soviets cancelled the fuel trade, but that's not too bad. So only hemorrhaging 25 a day now. So that's not too bad. So 3,000 energy, 1,500 metal, 700. Okay, fine. It's dumb, but hey, it is what it is. So we've got the 20% knockdown from that, which I always find extremely aggravating when it happens. So free metal, yeah, okay. It's only a small one, and it'll just help to get us towards 100 again. Thank you, Italy. Yep, I will give you some energy for that, no worries. Every little help with regards to money. And you're at 39, that's good. Start thinking about what we want to use some of our spies for, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on intelligence, and we're going to find majors, and we're going to select Japan, and we're going to select Italy, and we're going to do covert operations on both of them. Because we can start getting them towards our faction if we're careful about it. No, sorry Spain. Don't want to do that with you. Yeah. So those spies have gone abroad to go help with them. Yeah, we're still building up at the second highest rate. So we can commission the Hanover, and I will happily do that. Commission all the ships. Okay, we're only losing out by 10 now a day. So the question is, who will plug that 10 rares gap that we find ourselves in? Who's got a lot of rares, who doesn't hate us? So we've got a 5 relationship with the UK now. That's not too bad. Who else? I imagine Brazil now are actually not doing so good. Ideally, I would like to trade with them, but they're only doing half a day. Okay, so yeah, they're not a great option. Hungary? No. So we could do... Oh no, the Netherlands are right up here. But -4, okay, so the Brits are the way to go, but they won't sell any to us. Okay, what about you? Will you sell some to us? No, okay. I wonder. Canadians. No, you won't either. Apparently there's a worldwide requirement to not sell your rares to anyone. How very mean. Okay. And we should be now starting to build up our covert ops points to start getting the likes of Italy and Japan into our faction. We're still educating a decent amount of officers a day. We're doing all the techs that we probably want to be doing at the moment. Yeah, all looks good. Okay, right, well, we can sit back now, ladies and gentlemen, and we can rock and roll. So yes, it's been a very interesting few weeks. I'm sorry that uploads have kind of really nosedived over the last few months. I've recently had a promotion at work, and unfortunately it just means I'm having to spend more time kind of doing that, my job, my day job, which is very fun, but from a standpoint of the work I'm doing, but it is a bit of a shame that I've had to take a bit of a back seat here, but it is what it is. I'm actually going to Iceland very soon. In fact, hey, so metals, new mines, yep, let's do this. Glück auf, yes, so 25,000 supply, 2,000 money, 5,000 metal, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, because of kind of that, I've had a fair amount that I've had to kind of be doing, you know, but I wanted to get a lot of videos and things in the run up to Iceland made and ready for you all. So yes, thanks for bearing with me a little bit. And we're up to 4% on our IC efficiency. That's pretty good. It's not too bad for a major nation, to be fair. That's could be doing a lot worse. Sure, Italy. Sure. So we're making 160 a day on metal, and I'm actually going to cancel the couple of metal trades here just to guarantee that we're getting the most out of our metal that we can. Don't mind trading away nearly 200 energy. That doesn't really matter to me, because we make an absolute fortune on that. And I'm always happy as long as we've got more than 6,000 money. And a trade positive on income about £88 or whatever this the ducats is really good. The German franc, sorry, yes, the German franc. Was it the franc? Oh, it's the Reichsmark, isn't it? In this time period, yes, the Reichsmark. Probably not. So this will cost us, God, 1,000 supplies. Bloody hell! Right, we'll agree to continue it. But this guy looks very pissy. Well, then again, he is between Rudolf Hess and Adolf Hitler. So this guy, maybe he was just fed up with everything. You know. Do you think Hitler's happy in this picture? Do you think he's like, you know, he looks somewhat contented there in with his creepy mustache and his horrific coat. Right, yes, motorized engineers, metal, rares, supplies, money, that's all fine. And 10,000 supplies, sure, we will do that. To do the Winter Olympics. Okay, love it. I don't know anything actually about the Winter Olympics in that time period. Hitler demands action now! Either of those doesn't really... We'll get industrial efficiency or officer recruitment program. One of the two. Don't really care about them. Okay, so greens across the board. Right, tanks. Yep. I love the fact that everything's still coming through for like the opening events of the game. Like everything is still like kicking into gear and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that trade, Venezuela, but thank you for continually trying to offer your oil to us. Okay, and spies are working. Like, internal factors dragging us down a little bit, but generally, across the board, we are at a decent level of popularity. So energy, yes. Metal, no. Take us up towards 90, please, if you'd be so kind. And yeah, 1,000 a day. Love it. And our production is getting somewhere. We're starting to have some planes and things that will be out soon. And to be honest with you, they take quite a lot. I mean, that's 20... That's what? 22.5 IC just there. 22.5. That's 26. That's another 12. Like 38. 38 IC that will be through, which is good, by the middle of March. We'll always be happy with that. Got Gneisenau and Scharnhorst in the production queue, and they've reached like their final time frame, which is good. We can have Tirpitz and Bismarck out by early 38. I would not be complaining. And we'll get rid of this stupid 20% IC investment for event-spawned units. That would be great. And we'll need to reassess leaders and things in 37. Although we'll have the 4-year plan event kick in fairly soon. So how's our money looking? France does not have enough money. Well, Sorry, France. If you don't have enough money, you don't get your trade. So that's dropped a little bit of the requirement of what we needed to be building up. Yeah, I'll give away a little bit of oil for a little bit more money. Nearly 8,000. Got a fair amount being traded away. As long as we stay in positive for our rares requirements, that's really all that matters. Could look to cancel some of these, like, I mean, the Spanish Republic one will get cancelled when we have war with the nationalists break out. 95% on officers, kicking into gear. Okay, first of our fighters is out. And I'm about to see some production and things finish up there. I think we're just about to have the other fighters finish up as well. There we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Philip. Philip? Let's put that other fighter right at the top there as well, because it'll speed it up dramatically. Yeah, we're nearly doing all of our planes. Got some mediums due out in a moment. And the next fighter bomber group will be out on April 17th. So less than a month. So yes. Let's do both of you. Hopefully that speeds up the light bomber. It does. That's good. Yeah, but getting all the planes out, that helps us immensely. Still trading away a lot of our energy that's in surplus. Don't suppose anyone else diplomatically has a... You've got a massive deficit of energy. But you don't want to buy. Oh, you don't have any money, so that makes a little bit of sense. No. I mean, you're making a little bit of money. You don't want to... Hey, there we go. You see, there's always someone that wants to buy some energy. And then you don't have any money. The People's Republic of China. Can't trade with you. But hey, at least the Romanians want a trade agreement. That's good. That'll take us up to 30 a day. Closing in on 10,000 money. It's not bad. That's good. And yeah, we'll trade a bit of crude. Trade crude twice. Love that. Yes, get us up to 35 a day. Do it. And yeah, I don't need fuel. No, no, no. No fuel. Okay. And I think we will call it an episode there. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Black Ice campaign as Germany. Thanks again. Bye bye.